Welcome back to Envelope Diaries. This is my May week 5th budget breakdown, and honestly this week feels like a turning point for me financially. Not because everything is magically fixed overnight, but because for the first time in a while I feel like I'm making decisions that are helping me get ahead instead of just survive the current moment. This week I'll be receiving my first projected bi-weekly paycheck from my new job, and it should be around $1,100 or $1,100. And even though I still technically have access to DailyPay through my weekly paying job, I'm making the intentional decision not to continue relying on it. So far, I've pulled $247 from DailyPay, and my check on Tuesday will be $323.31. That check will basically cover what I already pulled, but it will still leave me with about $76.31 that I will receive in my bank account. And honestly, even though that might not seem like a lot to some people, to me it represents progress because I'm financially getting closer to seeing my real full checks again. I think one of the hardest parts about being in the daily pay cycle is how easy it becomes to constantly borrow from your future self. At first it feels helpful, but eventually it starts feeling like you're always trying to catch up to money you've already made. So one of the first things I'm planning to do with this new check is pay my storage unit for both May and June. The May payment ended up being $75 because of added fees. In June, it'll be another $55. And honestly, I really want the peace of mind of knowing that bills are already paid ahead of time. I'm also planning to pay my car note early this month, which is $280. And that's a really important goal for me because I'm thinking to move away from the stress of waiting until the last minute to pay my bills. I also need to catch up on my car insurance since I wasn't able to pay it on the 15th, and that payment is $160. One thing that's really important to me this week, another thing that's really important to me this week is paying back my coworker Nikki. Shout out to my homegirl Nikki. She loaned me $200 during a season when I didn't have my car and I was spending so much money on trying to get to work through Lyft rides, and I haven't forgotten that help. So being able to pay her back feels really meaningful to me because I'm becoming the type of person who follows through and closes financial gaps instead of leaving things hanging. I'm also setting aside $100 for babysitting and $49 for my phone bill, and then I'll use whatever is left for groceries, gas, and household necessities until I receive my first full check from my weekly paying job on June 2nd. And honestly, my biggest goal with this check isn't shopping or rewarding myself or trying to catch up on things I want. My goal is peace. I want to know my bills are paid. I want to know I'm ahead on responsibilities. I want to stop feeling anxious every time a due date comes around. I'm realizing that financial stability isn't always about making more money first. Sometimes it's about managing the money you already have with more intention. And even though I'm still rebuilding, I do feel proud of my progress I'm making. A few months ago, I was reacting emotionally to my finances, and now I'm starting to think ahead, prioritize differently, and make decisions that support the life I actually want. I'm learning that getting ahead financially isn't one huge moment. It's a combination of responsibilities, I don't even know what I wrote. It's a culmination of responsible decision making repeatedly over time. So this is my May week pay. This is my May week 3 plan: catching up, paying ahead, reducing stress, and slowly creating more stability for myself and my son. Responsible is the new rich. As you can tell, I definitely was rushing through my notes as I was making this. I did want to do a scripted video today, and I'll see you guys in my next video, which shall be two different pretty and paid videos. So I hope you like these gems that I'll be dropping, and like, comment, and subscribe.